Hi, we're in the CajunCrawfish.com test kitchen again. This is Chef Boyer coming today live with a little Cajun gumbo. We're going to walk you through step by step how to make an authentic Cajun chicken and sausage gumbo using a few ingredients that are available on our website, CajunCrawfish.com. We've got our pre-made roux in a jar from Savoy's and their andouille sausage, which is made right here in Opelousas, Louisiana. Everything else can be purchased at your local market. We've got diced onions, bell pepper and celery, garlic, fresh herbs, little green onion. The onions, the celery, the bell pepper, and the garlic is what we call the Cajun Trinity. We went ahead and picked up a rotisserie chicken from the market, picked the chicken clean, and we're going to show you later how to use all the trimmings from your vegetables and the chicken carcass to make the chicken stock, which we've made, that goes into our gumbo. Alright, now we've got our cast iron skillet here, nice and preheated, ready to go. We take 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter, get that melted. As you can see, that pot's nice and hot. We don't want that butter to burn, we'll get it moving around. We'll start with our onions. I've got 2 small yellow onions diced up, nice and sizzled. Alright, we'll just get the onions sauteed. We want to get those translucent, just starting to brown. At this point, we'll go ahead and add a little bit of pepper and salt, just black pepper. You want to season your vegetables at each interval as you're putting it in. You want to build layers of flavor. That's kind of the secret to taking simple ingredients, fresh, whatever you're getting from your market, and really getting the best flavor out of them. Alright, now as you can see, our onions are starting to soften up, starting to get a little bit of color on there. We're going to go ahead and add 1 green bell pepper that's been diced. Really, you're not looking for anything too small here. You cook this long enough, your vegetables are going to cook down. We've got 2 stalks of celery, also diced. We're going to saute this for another 2 or 3 minutes. The onions took about 5 minutes on medium-high heat. We're going to go ahead and season these again. A little bit of fresh cracked pepper, a little bit of salt. Right. We'll let this saute for about 2 minutes. We'll go ahead and add our garlic and a couple of dried bay leaves as well. It's really key to put the garlic in toward the end of your vegetable cooking. You don't want to let this garlic burn. If you burn your garlic, you can get a really bitter taste to your gumbo. So we'll dump that in here. All right, we'll let these vegetables saute for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and add our sausage. Okay, now our vegetables are sauteed. We're getting a little bit of color on there. We're going to go ahead and add our Savoy's sausage. This is our andouille sausage that's available on CajunCrawfish.com, made right here in Opelousas, Louisiana. We want to dump that in here with our veggies. Just want to let the sausage start to cook, get a little bit of color on the edges. That's going to take some of the fat that's in that sausage, pull it out, help these vegetables finish up. Once we saute this up 3-4 minutes, we're going to add our chicken stock. Alright, now our veggies are set. Our sausage is good to go. We've got our stock that we made here using the carcass from the chicken and all of the trimmings from the vegetables. So we're going to go ahead and dump this right in. Bring our flame up a little bit, go to medium-high, get this up to a light boil. Once the stock's boiling, once the gumbo's boiling, we're going to go ahead and add our roux and then our chicken. Alright, it's taken about 15 minutes, but now our gumbo is up to a nice rolling boil. We're going to take our Savoy's dark roux mix. We've got about 4 quarts of liquid in here. We want 3 to 4 real nice healthy tablespoons of this dark roux mix. I'm going to just put it straight into the gumbo. Then we're going to stir this pretty constantly for about 5 minutes to get this roux incorporated. Make sure our spoon's empty. This will start to really thicken up the gumbo and give it that nice dark rich color that we're accustomed to with a nice dark roux from a Cajun gumbo's perspective. No tomato in this, that's going to be your Creole version. You're happy to put some tomato, your chopped tomato, fresh tomato in here at this point. That's kind of more of the Creole versus what we have here is an authentic Cajun gumbo. Alright, our gumbo's been simmering for about 10 minutes. As you can see, it's really started to thicken up. Nice, almost like a gravy consistency. We've got the nice dark color that you're looking for. We're going to go ahead and add our chicken. So again, this is just chicken that we got from a rotisserie chicken in our local market. Shredded the meat down. Any of the juices that are in the package, go ahead and throw that in there. All that's going to do is add more flavor to your gumbo. And at this point, I go ahead and add a couple tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley. Same thing with a little bit of green onions, a little fresh chopped green onion, tablespoon or so of paprika, and just about a quarter teaspoon, half teaspoon, depending on your preference, of cayenne pepper. It's really going to give you that little bit extra kick, what you're looking for. We'll let this simmer now another 5 or 10 minutes. You really just want to let the chicken reheat and let all the flavors really meld together. All right, now our gumbo's been simmering for about 20 minutes. The chicken's kind of shredded down a little bit more, nice and thick. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and add in our gumbo filet. A gumbo filet is basically a ground and dried sassafras root. This is made by Zatarain's here in Louisiana, available also on CajunCrawfish.com. This adds just one more layer of flavor, kind of that earthy flavor to your gumbo. It's also going to help thicken it up just a little more. You really want to just dump this in here at the end, let it simmer for another 5 minutes, and then you're good to go. Okay, our gumbo's done. We've got our Savoy's andouille sausage, the roux from Savoy's as well. You can get off of CajunCrawfish.com. Everything else, the roasted chicken, all your vegetables, little chicken stock you can make yourself. Everything else you can get locally at your market. We've got our Louisiana grown rice here. We're just going to ladle our gumbo right over the top of the rice. All right. I like to put a little green onion on mine, freshen it up at the very end, and that's it. Cajun gumbo from our website to your table.